Hey friends, how are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing so well, and welcome back to another thrifty video. I'm coming at you live from in the thrift store today. I was finding some amazing pieces and I thought I wanted to share them with you. Did my microphone get disconnected? For sure. So some of my audio is missing, but that just means you get voiceover, Bekah. So here I am. You can see this is a Vuori top. I already found that pair of Lululemon leggings, and then I'm also holding up this pair of Aloe leggings, and these were only marked at $1.99, so that was such a find. And then I did find these two adorable kids items as well on a new rack that rolled out. And so you can see this little Carhartt pair of overalls. Those are so cute. I saw a lot of them selling on eBay for around $25, so I thought that would be fun to keep for myself. And then this piece literally stole my heart, and I'm so excited. It says 100 Acre Wood Adventure Patrol, and it's embroidered and it's vintage and it's literally everything I could ever dream of. And if you guys have been following along with my foster care journey for a while now, you'll know that we've had kind of a rocky few months, but something about finding this made me so happy, so excited, and we're planning to keep this for the future. So it just felt like a little blessing to find that, because that is like something that I could only like dream of finding. I love vintage embroidered sweatshirt, and so that was so exciting. So I'm on the new rack, and I just saw this flax dress. It's so beautiful, 100% linen. It is $7.99. That is a heck yeah. And then right behind is another dress. It has like a dry cleaning tag, but it says Jessica McClintock for Gunny Sacks. Hard to see it, but again, $7.99. I'll look at that in a second. So at first I thought this was a joke. I was like, what the? That must be like a knockoff of Patagonia, but it's actually Patagonia. So I've never heard of this before. It's a skirt, super cute. It's $4.99, so I'm like, I feel like it's probably worth getting. I've just never seen anything like that, so do a little bit of research, but isn't that so interesting? So shoes are one of my favorite categories to resell. These are beautiful. These are Everlane. They're a little dirty on the inside, but for $7.99, they're probably worth grabbing. Putting those in the cart. And I saw these on the other side. Look at these adorable ballet flats. Black little ballet flats from Cole Haan for $7.99. They're in a women's size 11, which is big, which I think is actually good. And then I was thinking about, I saw these as well. These are really interesting. They have like skulls kind of on the front of them, but they're from Robert Graham. They're $8.99. And these originally retail for $200 or so, sometimes more. And Robert Graham is a good menswear brand. It's in the women's side, so I don't think people knew it was men's. So I'm gonna look those up, but those might be worth grabbing too. And then I stumbled upon this amazing little like tweed blazer in this houndstooth pattern. It's from the brand Bishop and Young, and I do so much research on different brands, on if they're good or not, that sometimes I recognize a brand in the thrift store and I don't remember if it's part of my research for good brands or bad brands. So I looked at this though, and I thought it felt really nice. It is $7.99 though, so it's a little bit steep, at least at my Goodwill, but I'm gonna look it up and do a little bit of research, and then you guys will see that in the haul in a little bit. But I thought that was so cute. And then this top I stumbled upon, and there was no tag on the top, but it felt so nice. I liked the style of it. And when I came down to the bottom tag, this is a great tip for you guys. If you can't find a tag anywhere on it, always look on the bottom tag, because oftentimes it'll have an RN number. And so I did find an RN number on this, and when I looked it up and Googled it, this turns out to be Max Mara, which is a great brand, and it's in a size large. It tells me that down here as well. And so after a little bit of research, definitely worth picking up. Then they were bringing out a new shoe rack, and he is so nice. He actually warned me that they were going to bring out a new shoe rack and was so kind. And so I did get pretty much first dibs on this shoe rack. The people at these Goodwills in my area are just so kind, and they love that I come in and film, and they're just so nice. But new shoe rack comes out, and I am trying my darndest to look and scan every single pair of shoes. I'm going to put tons of things in my arms here, and then we'll be able to look them up in my cart. But I did find some really good things on the shoe rack. That pair of shoes that you saw me grab, those are one of the best finds of the day. And so I was really excited to get over to this shoe rack as soon as it was rolled out. But this is how they do it at my Goodwill. I know at a lot of different Goodwills, they do it in very different fashions, and you just never know when they're bringing them out. And so I'm just thankful that I at least know some of the Goodwills around me and their schedules, and I try to get there when they're going to be putting fresh merchandise out on the floor. But yeah, so I would suggest highly that you do that too for yourself and learn the places in your area, because that's the best way to get to the best inventory, is to get there when new things are coming out. So then these 3 pairs of shoes are all things I grabbed from that new rack, and I'm so freaking excited about them. On that far left, you have these like little braided leather, kind of like woven black leather flats. I have been wanting a pair of these so bad, and these are in my size. So those are going to be for me. But then the white pair in the middle is a great brand that I'll show you guys in the haul. And then on the far right, a pair of Hugo Boss sneakers, which retail for a ton of money. So I'm really excited that I found all 3 of those, but you'll see them all in the haul. And this is a pair of shoes that was on the new rack. I was excited because I saw the Fry logo here on the back, and I normally would probably pick these up. They were $10 though. They're nice leather. They're really nice shoes, but on this heel, you can see it's kind of like cracked, kind of like breaking apart there. It's a little bit chewed up. And so I was like, you know what? I have enough things already. I don't want another project piece, so I'm going to leave those behind. But I'll show you guys everything I actually picked up when we get back home. Okay, friends, so we're back home, and things went really well at the thrift store yesterday. I was there for 2 hours-ish, 2 or 3 hours, so not a super long trip, but I was able to find so many good pieces. I spent $121.08. So I did end up buying quite a few items. I think my average cost of goods was right around $5. And I was so pleased with everything I found. So let's jump into it, shall we? This first piece, I believe this was on the first new rack that I came across when I came into the Goodwill. It is this beautiful long sleeve, 100% linen, I would say at least midi length, maybe maxi length dress. It has buttons all the way down the front, and it is by a brand that I love to sell, and that is Flax. Great brand to find, really high quality. This was $7.99, and it is in a size medium, made in Lithuania, 100% linen, and this should resell for at least 50 bucks. I would say I'll list it between $50 and $75, but it's a great color. This brown is so in right now. Long sleeve, perfect for fall and winter, so that is an ideal piece to be finding at the thrift store right now. Very happy with that. And then you guys saw me stumble across quite a few nice pieces all together on a new rack. So let me show you some of those. I found 2 different Vuori pieces at the thrift store, which was really exciting because I hardly ever find Vuori. But the first one is this little green racerback tank top. And even though this is a tank top, it might not look like very much. It should still resell for around 30 bucks, $25 to $35. And it was only $3.99. So I did grab this. I knew it was Vuori when I touched it, but also there's a little Vuori tag right here on the front. And so I was excited to find this. I looked this up. This is called the Halo Crop Tank, I think. And it is a really good green color. The pads are still inside. That's another great piece that should resell pretty quickly. Then when I found that, I also found a few pieces, probably from the same person. We have this little camouflage pair of Lululemon leggings. And these are in a line legging, which I feel like is probably their most popular style of legging. And I found the size dot on the inside here. And so I was able to look it up and make sure that it was the Align. These are from 2020 is when they were manufactured. So a more recent piece from Lululemon, and these are in a size 4. But with the camouflage, I felt like I'm not a huge camouflage girl. Like, I don't like it, but I know that a lot of other people do. And so I think I'll probably list those competitively. Definitely not for what it could have gone once upon a time, but maybe around $35 I'll hope to sell those for. And then next to those was this pair of little patterned leggings as well. And these are a women's size extra small, but they were marked as kid sizes. So this was $1.99, which I feel like is such a steal for a pair of Alo Yoga leggings. So I was so excited to find these. I have never sold Alo leggings before, but I'm excited to give it a whirl. Size extra small is a little bit small, but for $1.99, even if I sell those for $25, $35, I felt like that was still worth it. And I love listing athletic wear. It's probably one of my favorite categories to thrift and resell. And so that was pretty exciting. And then I think it was a different new rack. They were putting out a lot of new racks this day, which is always great. I love a new rack. I always make beelines for them because it's just the most fresh items that nobody else has looked through. I was able to score this amazing, beautiful top on a new rack as well. It is stunning. It has embroidery all over it, and it also has velvet at the ends of the sleeves, as well as at the hem of the blouse. And I just thought this was absolutely stunning, and it's from Sundance. I like selling Sundance. I don't find it super often. This is a great style from Sundance. I really got Johnny Was vibes from this, and I've only found Johnny Was once in my career as a reseller, so one time in, 5 years, and it sold so quickly and so well. But this, I felt like had the same vibes, and is beautiful and should also resell for, I'm hoping to list around $50. I think I could get around that. This is $4.99. So I thought that was beautiful. Very happy with that. And then you guys saw me talk about this piece in the thrift store. It's this really nice material. I don't even know why it feels so luxe. And then it has this kind of turtleneck to it. It's a nice stretchy material. It was $4.99. This is a size large. And from looking at the RN number on the bottom, I mentioned this in the store, I was able to figure out that this is a Max Mara top. So this retailed for a lot of money, like over $100 for sure for this. And I did try it on and it fits me. So I might end up keeping it for myself. I'm still on the fence about that because where the tag used to be on the garment, it was tacked on, and so there are 2 small holes where the tag was, and I'll show you. So like right here, this is what I mean. You can see the 2 little holes, kind of like pinprick holes on the back, but I still would need to disclose those as flaws. So I might end up just keeping this for my personal wardrobe. We'll see. What would you guys do if it was you? So I'll just show you some of the pieces I got for myself then while we're at it. I bought that. That will probably end up being for me because of the holes. I did find this little J. Crew kind of longer short sleeve, navy blue, plain top, and it's 100% cotton. I just thought like it was a nice basic, and I love this style of top. I own another one from J. Crew, very similar to this in white, which I wear all the time. I love that shirt, so I thought I'd give it a whirl. And then you guys saw me find these Quince shorts as well on a new rack. I really am excited about these. I have been absolutely loving Quince lately, and they have actually sent me some items. I'm working on a sponsorship with them right now. I'm so excited. So I'll show you guys the items I picked out from Quince in the next few videos or so. But these are in my size. So a Quince size extra large, 100% linen. These are beautiful. They were manufactured in spring 2024. So these are really recent, like only like a year old. And they are navy blue, and I own a pair of black linen shorts very similar to this that I wear a lot. I don't know if it's overkill to have navy blue and black. I have never had navy blue pants before, so let me know if you guys think that's a lot. Should I sell those or should I keep them for myself? I feel like they're really nice, so I kind of want to keep them for myself, but either way, I was excited to find that. And then on the same new rack that I got the Lululemon and the Vuori and the Aloe, I saw these 2 kids pieces and I was so excited. I am overjoyed that I found this vintage Winnie the Pooh crew neck. Tell me this isn't the cutest thing you've ever seen. Like, I am so excited about this. I'm definitely keeping this, so I'm sorry if you want it, but it was $1.99. It's a size medium, so probably like for an 8 to 10-year-old. It says 100 Acre Wood Adventure Patrol on it. Like, it is so freaking cute. I am obsessed with that. And then I also was able to score these little Carhartt denim overalls, which I am shocked that these were donated to begin with, but also that I was able to snag these. These are so cute for $3.99, and they're for a size 24 months. I did not think that was bad for those at all. So cute. And then one of the few pieces I got that was not on a new rack as they were coming out. I looked through the whole store, but almost everything that I bought ended up coming from just new pieces being put out. But this blazer I think is absolutely stunning. It's this beautiful houndstooth double-breasted jacket, and it has gold buttons on the front there. I hope you can see them. It's a beautiful jacket, so good. Like, this is the kind of styling I've been loving picking up. I'm trying to do more elevated style just even for myself. But I think this is so cool. This is like tweed blazer. It's in a size large, and it's from Bishop & Young. And Bishop & Young is a brand that is sold at Anthropologie. This was $7.99, But I mean, I think this is absolutely stunning. I love the black and white. It's very classic and timeless. I would assume I can resell that for around $50. That is what I'm gonna be hoping for. And then I got a few pairs of shoes. I actually got quite a few pairs of shoes, and shoes are my favorite thing to find. They're just so much easier for me to list than most everything else, and they're easy to clean. It's just, there's a lot of good things that happen with shoes, and I sell them pretty quickly. I found this little pair of ballet flats. These are absolutely stunning. If these were my size, I would totally keep them. Ballet flats are so popular right now, and these have like a little bit more of a stretch to the back and some suede. They are beautiful, and they literally look brand new. Like, I don't think anybody's ever worn them. The bottoms are impeccable. These are adorable, but these are in a women's size 11, which I feel like is a great size. Like, I was very pleased to have found one that is like larger, and these were $7.99. So I looked at comps, and it looks like these should resell for around 35 to 40 bucks. And I think that these will be a fast sale because they're perfect for going into fall, for school, for work. Gorgeous pair of shoes, obsessed with those. And then I also mentioned that I found these in the video, and these are a penny loafer from Everlane in this black patent leather. Everlane's shoes are one of the few things that I still pick up from Everlane. A lot of their things other than that, like I would pick up a jacket or a coat and a pair of shoes, maybe a bag. Those are the categories that I find have retained their value the best and people are still looking for. But these are a gorgeous pair of black leather shoes. They're really nice. Again, $7.99, and these are in a size 7.5. These were made in Italy as well. So these are a really high quality luxe pair of shoes. A lot of comps. I think that these should sell for around $75. A lot of the solds were right around that, which feels a little high, but I mean, I'm not gonna, if that's what the comps say, like I will list it for that much. So those are really cute. And these came out on a new shoe rack. I was pleased to grab these. I think they're really cool styling. They have some brown leather up here at the toes, and then the majority of it is black, but then it also has this kind of green contrast stitching, almost like whip stitching. And these were $10.99. These are in great condition. Like, again, really nice condition. Doesn't look like they've been worn hardly at all. Have real leather on them. They're gorgeous, but these are from Boss Hugo Boss, and they're in a European 42. But that's what the inside looks like. And Hugo Boss is not very cheap. Like, it's expensive. And so these retailed for probably like 200 bucks. And I was seeing a lot of comps around $100 for these. So I will. So I'll definitely have to do some more research because I couldn't find anything that looked exactly like this. But I think these are so interesting and such nice pair of shoes that they should do pretty well. And they're probably like, what, a men's 9 or 10, somewhere in there. So I think those should do great. And then we have a pair of Eileen Fisher sandals. I wish I wasn't picking up sandals, but I felt like I had to because Eileen Fisher sells really consistently for me in their shoes. These are a pair of silver, like metallic-y sandals. And I actually just listed the other day the exact same pair, but in a different size. So that is a lot less work for me. I can copy that listing, and it might have been a different color, but it's the exact same style. And so I'll have all the information still. Makes my life a lot easier, makes the listing go quickly. And they were $7.99 in a size 7. So again, probably list those for the same amount as the other pair, which is I think $50. And so hopefully we will make a good amount on those. Then I picked up this pair of shoes for myself. These are such cute sandals for summer. I know the style has been popular, and I've kind of just been like, I don't know if I'm gonna wear it. I don't know if I wanna try it. And so now I can try it. It was $5.99 to try out this style. I think they're gonna be really cute. And I feel like my sister's gonna be super jealous that I found these, but I think these are really adorable. So these are from Bear Traps. So pretty high quality. It feels really nice. They're not real leather, but they are really nice. It's called the Ursula with an E, so E-R-S-U-L-A. They're size 9.5. I tried them on. They're a little bit large, but I think that they'll work for me. And for $5, I was like, yeah, sure, I will give it a go. I think that they're pretty cute. I think this style is called a Narache style. So I will give that a go. Very like fisherman-esque is that style. And the fisherman aesthetic has been really popular with the Gen Zers, I feel like, around me. So those are really cute. These came out on a new rack. This might have been the best find of the day, to be honest. These are so cute. These chunky white sneakers, when you look at them, they kind of scream like Gucci sneaker to me. Like, they're really high quality looking. And these are from the brand called Copenhagen Studios. So I'm going to show you the tongue. That's where the writing is for the name. And these are expensive. These retail for about $200, and I bought them for $10.99. So I got them at quite a steep discount. And then I couldn't find a size on them, but I did learn from when I thrifted Golden Goose sneakers, a lot of more expensive sneakers will have the size underneath the insole. And so I took out the insole and found the actual size, which you can see written on the inside of the shoe. So if you guys are ever struggling trying to find what size a sneaker is, especially if they're a high quality, like super expensive shoe, I would suggest looking underneath the insole. But these are a European 36. So I think that's probably close to a women's size 6 or so. But these look like they should resell for around $100. I was very excited to grab those. I knew they were super cute when I saw them, and I knew that they would do well. Then we have another Vuori piece, but you guys aren't gonna see that right now. That's a part of a different video series I'm about to do. So gear up for a thrift challenge series. I know it's gonna be a very exciting video series. I did one similar to this a few years ago. That's all I'm gonna say about it right now, but I did find that piece. On another new rack is this dress. I found this black and white dress. It has a little bow over here. I think it does need to be stitched back on, but I think that's a pretty easy fix. But this is a gorgeous black satiny dress with that white detailing too. I think it's so cute. It's very nostalgic, very vintage looking. And this is from Jessica McClintock for Gunny Sacks. And I freaking love selling these dresses. I find them all the time. I don't know how I do this. It's always the Jessica McClintock for Gunny Sacks though. I've never found a real Gunny Sacks piece. I just think where I am, it's not gonna be as popular. I feel like it'd be easier to find it on the East Coast probably than in the middle of the Midwest where I live. But I do find quite a few of these formal gowns, these Jessica McClintock for Gunny Sacks gowns, and they sell super well for me. Like I'm talking $75 to $150 pretty much every time. This is in a size 5'6", which I think is a good size. I've sold a lot of smaller ones, and I think this will do better. And it is a full length gown, so pretty. And I also wonder too, if sometimes I sell these to people that like make movies because they need, especially if the setting of a movie is older, they need styles of gowns that would be more, you know, fitting with that time period. So I wonder if that is also something, or some people that I sell things to. Then this is one of the last pieces to resell. I have 2 more pieces after this, but I thought this was such a gorgeous denim skirt. This is so cute. It is a midi length denim skirt. It has that slit in the middle, and then it has the contrast denim on this side, and then it also has all of the white stitching showing throughout. This is so cute. I love this. This was $4.99, and it's from the brand Pilcrow in a size 4, and Pilcrow is sold at Anthropologie, so a little Anthropologie skirt for $5. Like, this is such a cute piece. I know that that will do well, especially in fall. This kind of skirt is so popular right now. I am really jazzed about that. So happy that I found that. And then I have 2 more pieces, and these I bought for myself. I found this little Hogwarts train, which is really cute, and it is vintage. It says it's from 2001 on the bottom, but one half of it is the Hogwarts Express and the other half is the platform. And apparently this was made with Polly Pocket, so there should be also little like characters that you can put in the train and use like with it as kind of like the setting. But I thought this was really cool, really cute, vintage. In our next home, I want to have like a little library area. And so I think it'd be really fun to have this on the shelf next to all of my Harry Potter books. I feel like that would be really cute. So almost like a bookend maybe. I think that'd be adorable. So I grabbed this for $1.99. Happy with that. And then the last piece I grabbed is also selling for myself. So the vibes of the things I grabbed for myself are really great. Like we have that Max Mara blue J. Crew, linen shorts, the Arachi sandals, and then I also found this pair of ballet flats, which I am so excited about. To tell you that I've been looking at the same pair of like braided leather Quince shoes ever since I went to New York City. Guys, I thought about buying them so many times. To find almost the same pair, different brand, but same kind of style for only $7.99. Not that the Quince ones are expensive, but like, $75 versus $7.99. I was so jazzed to find these. I'll also probably link those Quince shoes though, so you know what I'm talking about. These are so cute, and they also have the tag kind of still on the bottom of them. These are from Schutz, and they're in a size 9, and so I was jazzed beyond belief that I found these. They're made in Brazil. They are real leather. Super cute. This style is so popular right now. So I have been thrifting some really cute, nice shoes for myself, and I am jazzed about it. So let me know what you guys think about the linen shorts, if I should keep those for myself, and the Max Mara top. I did try all of them on, and they do fit me. And I tried on the 2 pairs of shoes. Those I'm keeping for sure. I'm very happy with those. But I do have quite a few other pieces now that I can put up to resell. I'm a little bit behind on my listing because I keep trucking and making videos for you guys. So if you guys want selling in these videos, you can always feel free to reach out to me directly on Instagram. And that way you might bypass the long wait in between me listing pieces and seeing them in a video. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, then make sure you hit subscribe so you can come thrifting with me again. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And until the next video.